What up, guys? Bam Bam RPG Dad here with Them Geek Dads coming at you. If you guys saw one of the last video, Shadow Dark did his top 10 GameCube games, and I didn't grow up with GameCube. I was a PlayStation boy. We had all the PlayStations growing up, and so I'm going to bring you my top PlayStation 1 top 10 games. Number 10, Megaman. Megaman was amazing. Nobody did not play Never Megaman. My parents played Megaman. That's how you know it's cool.
Alright, sorry to interrupt. For clarification's sake, which Megaman?
All of the Megaman. Let's do Megaman 1.
What videos? Oh, you funny dude.
Alright guys, to clarify, that's Megaman, all Megaman. That's all the Megamans. I played all of them. I don't know, I don't have a favorite Megaman. They're all good. It's all Megaman. He's Mega. Tenchu, Stealth Assassins. Tenchu Stealth Assassins. This was one of those rated M games that your parents usually wouldn't let you play, but my dad would fall asleep and I'd sneak into his room and get the case with all the games in it, and I'd play video games all night. And Tenchu was a lot of fun. It was the first game I ever played that had blood and you got to murder people. It was a great children's game. I think they should definitely bring it back. Number 7 would probably be Spyro, Year of the Dragon. What's that face for? You don't know. Spyro was awesome. You literally played as a dragon. You caught crap on fire. You killed enemies. You collected little dragonflies. What's not to love? If you're a dragon. Can't wait for the remake. Totally getting it. It's gonna be great. My number 6 game would be Breath of Fire. I think my favorite Breath of Fire was probably 4. I played all of them, unless there was one after 4. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. I think it went to 5 or 6.
Something like that. It was on PS2.
I think it was, yeah. But Breath of Fire was great. It was one of those old school RPGs. I had a lot of fun. Turn-based games are my thing. I love turn-based. So it was always a lot of fun, especially when you finally got far enough to where you could turn into a dragon, and then you just started destroying people. Best day of my life. Number 5 game, Twisted Metal 2. Twisted Metal has been around for a long time, and it is fun. We used to play Twisted Metal 2 all day long. My main character, I always played with Spectre, with the homing special missiles. He was my favorite character. We would play for hours trying to find the codes to unlock stuff. That was back in the day before you had the internet. We couldn't just look up cheats. If you guys ever played it, you remember there's the one where you play in New York City on the rooftops, and if you fall off on the right spot, it has on the ground the code written to unlock Sweet Tooth. We spent like 2 hours trying to get that and write it down, and kept killing each other and murdering ourselves. It was great. It was great. It's a great way to start off your suicide path right. Jump off the building. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Get the car first. Number 4, Legend of the Dragoon. Legend of Dragoon. I don't remember if it has a V in it now. In the other room. Legend of Dragoon is super underrated. I know maybe 2 people that have ever played this game, but I mean, it was amazing. It's like on par with Final Fantasy VII for its time. Not story-wise, but for its time, the graphics and the way that it moved, it was a great game. I had a lot of fun with that, and I still have that in the original case. Along with my number 3 game, Vandal Hearts. Vandal Hearts was another underrated game a lot of people don't know about. Tons of fun. It was one of those, I can't think of what it's called, like Fire Emblem. You know, you move your character around and you take turns. It's turn-based, but you move your character around a board and stuff like that. Tons of abilities. All of your characters were super unique and had great roles in the game, and it was an amazing story. It was also a really long game. Number 2 game, which my buddy Shadow Dark back here will be pretty excited about, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. absolutely, I mean, there's not really anything to say about that. I mean, if you have ever played Castlevania, if you've ever played Symphony of the Night, anytime anybody mentions Castlevania, that's the first game you think of. That's it. That's Castlevania. No matter how many more they make, no matter how good they are, you're always going to remember Symphony of the Night. That's what started it. That's what the good one was. Amazing. I have 3 different copies of Symphony of the Night, so I like it. But I have even more copies of my number 1 game, Final Fantasy VII. You get back up here! You might not agree. Everybody I know, people think it is overrated, but that is my childhood game. That is the game that's the first game I got to play with my father. You know, we shared a lot of talk with that game. We bonded a lot over it. Sephiroth has always been my main character in anything. I literally download games with him in it just so I could get him, and then I stopped playing the game. I have his sword. You know, I've got everything. I have him tattooed onto me. That game, it was amazing. It was a great story. It was tons of gameplay. There was tons of just hidden everything and story on the side, and I'm really excited for the remake. I've beaten that game probably 100 times. My original PlayStation 1 disc has, I think, 15 saves on it. I have the original PlayStation 1 disc. I don't have a PlayStation 1 anymore. I would buy one, though, just for that. I have the PlayStation 3 online version. I have the PlayStation 4 online version. I have the PSP online version. And I'm pretty sure I also have the PlayStation Portable hard copy as well. I don't know why, both, but why not? You guys, that's where we are going to end. It's Final Fantasy VII. That's where we are going to end this footage today. I hope you like my top 10. If not, it's Final Fantasy VII. You know, they're old games, so I don't really care what you think. You probably are 12. You don't even play those. You don't even know what I'm talking about. PlayStation 1, more like PlayStation Fun. It's Final Fantasy VII. But, guys, I've been Bam Bam, your RPG dad. Had a great time with you guys. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your favorite games. Tell me why you don't like my games, and I'll either ignore you or I'll yell at you over the internet because you can't get to me. So, you guys have a great day. Don't get that one. It's Final Fantasy VII. Hey guys, so I know that I ended with my number 1 game, Final Fantasy VII, but if you remember earlier in the video, I haven't graduated middle school. I only did 9 games. I guess I got excited. So my other game, which you can put somewhere in the top 4 around there, Final Fantasy Tactics. Now there were a lot of Final Fantasy games on PlayStation 1, and I did not want to make my full top 5 Final Fantasy games. But I could not leave out Tactics. Tactics was golden in a way that you put gold on a little disc made of plastic. You know what I mean? Not real gold, like fool's gold. Fantasy gold. Final Fantasy.